Hey, welcome to the People's Mentors podcast, where we mentor the people on real estate entrepreneurship and the mindset. So this is episode 057. So let's go ahead and dive into it. So we have a quote of the week, which pretty much correlates with today's topic. And I'll just dive right into it. The difference between average people and achieving people who achieve, is their perception of and response to failure. That's a good quote by John C. Maxwell. Some of you guys may be familiar with some of his writings, his books. He's really well known in the leadership industry. And I just think that was a really good quote, and I'll repeat it. The difference between average people and achieving people is their perception of and response to failure. So let's get into the word of the week. So the word of the week is typically an acronym, right, in which we elaborate upon. So the word of the week is LIFT, L-I-F-T, which stands for learn in failing times. In other words, learn in the times of failure, right? And I'll relate this to the quote. So failure, we've all failed before, every one of us, right? But failure is not much appreciated. Why? Because you didn't obtain the results you were looking for. There was no achievement. However, failure should be appreciated. Why? Because failure, even though it hurts, it helps. It helps us become better, right? It helps us improve. Failure is a sign that at least you tried something, and it may not have provided you with the outcome you were looking for, but at least you tried something, and guess what? You got an outcome, right? How many people out there who decided they wanted to become someone, have something or do something, but never tried? And why did they never try? You probably guessed it. Fear or laziness. They were scared to take action. They were scared of an unfavorable outcome that could potentially happen. Or they were lazy to the point that, oh, does this mean I have to wake up early and go to a seminar? Oh, does this also mean I have to burn in midnight oil and analyze some deals or send this report in at 3 a.m? Oh, does this actually mean I will have to miss out on this fun activity because I have to do this boring activity, which is, let's say, analyzing deals, right? So that's why I say that failure should be appreciated, because at least you know you took action and you weren't afraid of an unfavorable outcome. Of course, you might have been hopeful and wishful that you can obtain a more desirable outcome, but you still understand that, hey, even if it doesn't work out, I'm still going to go at it anyway, right? So in that sense, it helps you get better. Failure helps you iterate. It helps you improve. Without trying, you will not know what to improve upon. You cannot get better without improvement, and you cannot improve unless you tried and failed. That's all improvement is. It's just an indication that something is not working at its optimal efficiency, right, or at its best, and that you need to do something about it, okay? So we have to go back to the times, and this is go back to the perception when he said that the difference between averaging people and achieving people is their perception and response to failure. So we should rewind the hands of time and go back to when we were a baby. I'm sure you don't have any memories of being a baby, but you can understand where I'm getting at. We have to go back to the times we were a baby and observe parents, right? As a baby, you learn how to walk through observation, through modeling. You see someone older than you walking around freely upright, and you realize as a baby, wow, I'm not mobile like that person is. In fact, I can't go anywhere. I'm 100% dependent upon this person as my mode of transportation. They have to lift me up out my crib, carry me across the room, and oftentimes to places where I don't want to be at, right? So as you're modeling someone taking action, right, and you're somewhat observing it, and you have a strong desire to do those same things this person's doing. So when you try to stand up yourself and take your few baby steps, guess what? You stumble, you fall, you bruise your knee, you might cry a little bit. And then the parent comes, may help you, what have you. But it takes time after multiple iterations and attempts, action that's being taken, you begin to improve upon the walking to the point you can walk unassisted, to the point you're equal to your quote unquote mentor, your parents, because you can walk just like them. Sure, you might not be walking at the same stride as them or the same speed as them or be able to walk for long lengths of time like they can, but you're walking nonetheless. And in a short period of time, maybe even some years, you may be able to exceed your parents and blow past them. It's the same thing with success, whether it's in business or real estate. We all have parents. We call them mentors. And we may observe them walking. We may observe them hitting their stride in their career. We may see them hitting their stride in their business or their real estate portfolio. And then we, as babies, right, infants, people who are infantile, right, we're in our infancy stages of becoming a full-time real estate investor, online entrepreneur, or whatever asset or business you tend to want to be. But we end up seeing them as a model, and we want to do it too, right? You might see me on a couple of videos buying property and so forth, and you say, hey, I want to do it too, but I'm a little wet behind the ears. But I don't want you to be that baby that just lays in that crib stagnant, not taking any action, right? I want you to be that baby that says, hey, I might not have the strength, I might not have all the competence or the skill sets developed yet to hit my stride as I see, this person I'm modeling is doing, but I'm gonna try nonetheless. I'm gonna try with the resources that I have available. I'm gonna make the best of it. And that's where you gotta get to, where you have a model, you have a mentor in which you can make attempts to duplicate what they're doing. And as long as that mentor is able to help you, just like your parent does, then guess what? In a short matter of time, you will be hitting your stride just like your mentor. But it could come to a point where after you put in the work, you might be able to excel past your mentor. So what's important, ladies and gentlemen, is to observe your mentors and take another step forward towards your ultimate goal, despite the number of times you may fail, despite the unfavorable outcome that may occur. Okay? We must lift ourselves up each and every time that we fall and try again. All right, guys, that's the end of today's episode. If you're interested in obtaining more information about how you can become financially free and independent, then just check out the link below and we'll be able to help you out. As always, guys, this is to your success. Continue to earn passively, live passionately. Peace.